Church. It's so good to be with you for our special edition Advent Take 5. So, here it is. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. What? Wrong story. But it feels like to me sometimes we know that story a lot better than we know the biblical Christmas story of Jesus born in a manger and all the trappings that come with it. And as I will share on Christmas Eve, the additions we add to the Christmas story just reflect how little we know it. And so this has always been my concern. So before I share my heart about Christmas, let me just say to Jen and Janice and Ryan, just three amazing pastors and the great job they did with their Take Fives while I was on sabbatical, and how grateful I am to them for their hard work in that. And also to Ryan, who's done an amazing job of our Advent series, 4 weeks of just incredible Advent truths around the Christmas story. And then to our entire staff and team, to Eric and the great job he's doing with worship music in this interim phase until we can hire a worship pastor. So just shout out of gratitude and thanks to a great team and a great staff as we finish the year. So the Christmas story, when I think about the Christmas story, I think about a promise made by Isaiah that goes back to chapter 9, beginning in verse 6. It says, "For to us a child is born, to us a son is given." Now, I just want to pause right there and see if you can see how personal that is to us. Right? This is not some sort of gift card that will cover whatever it is you want it to cover. This is a very specific thing that has been given to you and I. A child is born to us. A son is given to us. So later when Jesus is called the Son of Man, this is what this means. He is the Son of Man. He is the Son of mankind. And he's given to us. Can you feel how personal that is? I know for me, it just feels so infinitely personal. Christmas music for me is an example of where my heart gets stirred and I become a little bit weepy. Dee Dee says I'm weepier as I get older, but I get a little weepy. I get a little emotional. I get caught up in what Brian has been preaching about, the awe and the wonder of this incredible gift that was given to us. Then the passage goes on. It says, "And the government will be on his shoulders." And man, do we need that more than ever. "And he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Of the greatness of his government and peace, there will be no end." So let me ask you, what is it that you need this Christmas? Notice I didn't ask you, what is it you want this Christmas? Because we all want things, right? But what is it that you need? You know, I think about people in our church that have experienced loss this past year. What does it look like for them to find peace? People that live in conflictual jobs or have conflict going on in their families, what does peace look like? What does it look like for the people in our church and our community who know and experience the nature of fatherlessness? Just that they don't have a dad, that they don't have any male role model in their life to look up to and to emulate. What does it look like for the fatherless in our community? And maybe sometimes with men living in their home, men who've been assigned the title dad, but aren't much of a father. What is the Christmas need for them? What about those of us in this life that deal with struggles and anxiety? Ryan hinted about it a couple weeks ago. And just the need for us to have a counselor, somebody that would speak into our heart, somebody that would come into our life and mitigate those struggles that we have. So what is it you need at Christmas? Because there's a pretty good chance you're going to get what you want. I just wonder sometimes if you'll get what you need. As a pastor, when I talk to my pastor friends and just we talk about Christmas and we talk about all things church, one of the things that is so paramount to me is that I just don't want anybody to miss it. As I'll share with us Christmas Eve, the Hebrews miss it. And here we are 2,000 years later, critical of them, but we miss the real reason for the season. We make it about a lot of things, a lot of traditions, a lot of trappings, but how many of our Christmases will be about Jesus and his love that we get to share with family and friends? as we break bread together, as we sit at a table and share fellowship. Listen, I think more than anything in this world right now, we need Jesus. In a world at war, in a world at conflict, we need Jesus to come more than ever. So I pray that you have invited Jesus to be in your home on Christmas Day, that you would actually celebrate the reason for the season, which is a son is born unto us. A son is given to us. Will you celebrate that? Church, I pray that you have an amazing Christmas, but I also know that it's not too late to decide what kind of Christmas you're going to have. If you're actually catching this when it's sent on Monday, you got 2 days to pull it all together and have the kind of Christmas that you need, not necessarily the Christmas you want. I hope you can see the difference. I love you so much, church. Merry Christmas, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.